I come from Portugal, where I actually lived most of my life. I just moved into to the Netherlands in the last 4 years ago. So I was born and raised in a dairy farm near Oporto in the north of Portugal. It's a family-owned business, and so since young ages I had contact with calves and cows. It became quite clear for me around my 15th, 16th anniversary that dairy nutrition was something that I was really interested on. So I just pursued my studies on the university, also in the north of the country, in what we called University of Trás-os-Montes e Alto Douro. And there I obtained my bachelor and my master's, and even during my master's I already started to touch the effects of pre-weaning diets on later life performance of cows. And that was my entrance card almost to work within Nutreco. When I was when I saw a tremendous progression in the milk production of our own herd. So at earlier stages, cows would yield approximately 6,000 liters of milk per lactation. And when I left the farm 3 years ago, our average of milk production was over 10,000 liters per cow. So just in, I would say, 16 years that I can actually remember very well about the milk production at our herd, we just got that huge milk production response. A lot of things changed in the farm. There was also a tremendous genetic improvement in our herd, but also the environment of our farm changed completely. New stables, and I always admired all those feed advisors that were going to the farm and giving those advices on how to improve the nutrition of our herd. And I was always curious to know more about that topic and be around when they were having those discussions. So I think that's maybe the reason why I got so interested by animal nutrition. Now, on top of that, I'm also passionate about biology and to understand more and more about those biological systems. And I'm curious, and I see animal nutrition also as a very interesting field in science, and where we can create direct impact in the well-being of farmers and on their herds. I strongly believe on prevention of problems more than intervention in case of disease outbreak. And I think that with good management practices and good nutrition, of course, there are still some cases where even the management practices or nutrition cannot alone cope with all those challenges in the herd. But in most of the cases, that's enough to keep a good wealth or a healthy level at your herd or at your production facility, independently if we are talking about cows, pigs, poultry, or whatever production system you have. I'm working at the research group within Nutreco R&D. I'm part of this big project that is LifeStart. I don't think that the project is going to be just a project for the next 3 to 40 years. I strongly believe that it's going to be a research field for the next 10, 15 years.